Hi there, everybody. My name is Esther Herbert, and I'm in for another video visit. And this visit today is outdoors, as they've been for the last, I don't know, a couple of years. But it is lightly snowing. I don't know if you can see that on the video. And I have some snow accumulating on the cedars behind me. Happen to be in my backyard. So it's, for me, a wonderful experience to be out here and share this time with you. Now, speaking of you, I have a faithful listener named Mathis that gave me this suggestion. I've been doing people's suggestions, and I think I'm on number 5 or something of 7. So I'm moving along with them. May not be as fast as you'd like, but I'll certainly keep at it because I think it's a wonderful idea to interact with you folks. But Mathis suggested about road rage, and road rage is something that's really difficult because I don't know, but I'm probably certain that about 95% of us have had an experience of our own with road rage. And then we've also had experiences where people are completely out of control. We've either watched it, been a participant in it in a bad way, they've come after us. It has affected you. And it is something that your mental health needs to think about because you've probably put in good 8 or 9 hours of work, and there's been stressful times at work, I'm sure. I have it, you have it, and then you're thinking about getting home, and really you just kind of want to put it in autopilot, drive home, have a safe trip, have the peace of mind to get there in one piece as well. And the problem is that the driving has become, I've noticed, a lot more impatient. People just, cut you off. If you leave a little bit of space, they're right in there. And that can be aggravating because you like to drive with some space and it's always being taken away. Sometimes during the drives, you're like, okay, this is no big deal, doesn't bother me. But then there are those days, and especially if you are battling a mental health issue. I know that anger is a big part of bipolar, and it can really take over, and it can sour your day, ruin your day, or worse. You could get in an accident, and then it's really something you have to deal with. So I'm thinking that you need to make sure that you can manage this. Now, how do you manage it? I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I want to get home to, good people that love me and care about me. I want to make sure that I see my little pet. I want to make sure that I have a good evening, taking care of whatever I want to do. If it's a walk, if it's listening to music, whatever it is, I want to make sure I get there and that I have a good evening, rest up for the next day of work. So for me personally, on a big 4-lane highway going back and forth day and night to get to work, I like to go into the far right lane because I'm thinking, okay, I'm kind of tucked away there. People aren't in a massive hurry there, and I can just kick back and listen to my inspirational music. I can also listen to inspirational talks that I like to listen to. And I can just, pass the time as fast as that lane is going. And the other couple of lanes or so are just, run and gun, as I like to say, and they're off and they're going, and I don't want any part of it. There are days when I can handle that, and that's fine. But most days, especially in the winter, I like to kick back there and do that for me because I need to relax and I need to be, ready for a good evening. And if I come home agitated and upset and this guy cut me off or this guy was so close behind me that I didn't know what if he was going to hit me or whatever, then there's people out there that are completely out of control. If you're stopped in traffic, they might get out of their car, pound on windows, get into an argument, fist fight, or even worse, there could be weapons involved. And that more than sours your day, that will ruin your day, and it could be much worse than that. So the best thing to do is to have a plan before you get behind the wheel. What I like to do is I take deep breaths and I say a word of prayer before I go for safety, and just traveling mercies, as my parents would call that, so that I feel confident that I can get from one point to the other without any incident. So I'm hoping that this might help you because when we have a mental disorder, sometimes things make us snap quicker than most people. So we really have to be prepared and ready so that we won't have one of those catastrophic days that we all know people have had and maybe you have had yourself. So I hope and pray that you have a good week. I'm so glad Mathis gave us this suggestion. I'll get to the next couple in the weeks to come. But thanks, Mathis. That's great. That's a good topic and something we can certainly learn from and just take deep breaths, pray, and then get behind the wheel and stay calm. That's so much easier said than done. But if you can, then you'll get home to those loved ones that are so excited to see you. Okay, God bless. Have yourself a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.